Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing every human on Earth has vanished. No cars on the road, no voices, no cities full of life, just silence. What would happen to our cities, animals, power plants, and the planet itself if humans suddenly disappeared? Would nature take over? Would buildings collapse? And how long would it take before all signs of humanity were gone? Today, we're going to explore exactly what would happen minutes, days, years, and thousands of years after humans disappear. Let's begin. The moment humans disappear, the world would instantly change. Cars driving on highways would crash. Airplanes flying in the sky would lose their pilots. Within minutes, many planes would run out of control and crash. Power plants around the world would continue running for a short time. But without workers to manage them, many would shut down automatically. Cities would go dark as electricity systems fail. Elevators would stop. Traffic lights would stop working. And billions of electronic devices would slowly power off. Within just a few hours, most of the world would lose electricity completely. Pets would be among the first animals affected. Dogs trapped inside homes would struggle to find food. Some might escape and form wild packs. Cats, however, would likely survive better. Their hunting instincts would help them adapt quickly. Farm animals would also face challenges. Animals like cows and chickens depend on humans for food and protection. But over time, many species would escape and slowly adapt to the wild again. Meanwhile, wild animals would start exploring places they once avoided. Without humans, cities would become new habitats for animals like deer, wolves, and birds. Without maintenance, cities would begin falling apart surprisingly fast. Within a few days, underground subway systems would flood because water pumps stopped working. Within a few months, plants would start growing through cracks in roads and sidewalks. Glass windows would break during storms. Buildings would slowly weaken without repairs. Within 10 to 20 years, many smaller buildings would collapse. Skyscrapers might last longer, but eventually corrosion, weather, and time would destroy them. Nature would slowly reclaim the land. Trees would grow in parking lots. Forests would return to places where huge cities once stood. Without humans, the environment would begin to recover. Air pollution would drop quickly. Within a few decades, the atmosphere would become much cleaner. Wildlife populations would grow rapidly. Endangered species might finally recover because there would be no hunting, deforestation, or pollution. However, some human-made structures would remain dangerous. Nuclear power plants, if left unmanaged, could cause meltdowns and contaminate certain areas for hundreds of years. But eventually, even these scars would fade as nature slowly heals the planet. So, if humans suddenly disappeared, the world wouldn't end. Instead, Earth would slowly rebuild itself. Nature would take back the land, animals would adapt, and the planet would continue without us. But this also shows something powerful. Humans have changed the Earth more than any species in history. The real question is not what happens if we disappear. The real question is what kind of world we choose to leave behind. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what topic we should explore next. Thanks for watching.